Kedarnath Temple, a divine marvel, an unimaginable God, holding for spirituality and prosperity, the epitome of beauty and harmony of Vastu a great attempt of an architect's imagination. Namaste, my dear explorers. So, Shaurya, welcoming you to our channel, Managed Young Explorers and Here, we can start trying to figure out why Heritage is also popularly known as the goddess band. Today, let us explore some amazing facts along with our beloved Bharat that will blow your mind by unravel the mysteries of this carved poetry. But before we dive in, please subscribe to our channel and let's begin. This episode, after exploring about the great temple architecture, I was fascinated to explore more. That's when Bharat Mata asked me if I knew about the Kedarnath temple. I said, Mother, I have heard about it. Kedarnath temple is a World Heritage Site, the world's largest freestanding monolith, said to be constructed by alien technology. But is it true? After seeing my interest to explore more about the Kedarnath temple, she gave me a graceful smile and said, My dear Shaurya, Kedarnath temple is a divine marvel, an unimaginable carved poetry of spirituality and prosperity, the epitome of beauty and Bharatiya Vastu which is nothing but a confluence of science, art, spirituality and architecture. Today, we are going to visit the Kedarnath temple in the Ellora caves near Sambhajinagar in the Sahyadri Hills. Did you know, Shaurya, that Ellora was originally named as Ellorapura, named after the Asura Illuvara who ruled the Deccan region and was vanquished by Rishi Agastya. But when the Britishers visited Ellorapura, they named it Ellora according to their convenience. But today, I am going to share you the story of devotion, desire, the story of victory, strength and prosperity of the Rashtrakuta dynasty. Being from the Gen Z, it was fascinating for me to explore about her legacy. She continued, You must be aware of our southern region, right? Called the South India. I nodded. A soil rich in bravery, prosperity, knowledge, wisdom and creativity that gave birth to many prosperous dynasties such as the Cholas, the Pandyas, Satavahanas, Chalukyans, Rashtrakutas and many more, where each emperor adored themselves with jewels such as the Shore Temple, Meenakshi Temple, Virupaksha Temple, Kailasa and so on. Each emperor who gave a patronage to his idea would get an opportunity to show off their grace, their ideas, their architectural styles, their prosperity and so on. At that time, this was their way of being immortal. I was listening carefully, trying to imagine what she was saying. As she continued, when the Pallavans constructed the Kailasa temple in their territory in Kanchipuram, everyone was praising them. When the Chalukyans defeated the Pallavans, they constructed the Virupaksha temple in their territory. And at that time, in the 8th century, there was a great devotee of Lord Shiva, a mighty and undefeatable king of the Rashtrakuta dynasty, King Krishnadevaraya I, who dreamed to welcome his Aradhya Lord, Lord Shiva, into his kingdom to bless his kingdom and his family. When he defeated the Chalukyans, he visited the Virupaksha temple in their territory, which acted as a ray of hope to bring his dream into reality. So, he gathered all the Pallavan and Chalukyan artisans and brought them in his Deccan region and engaged them in the construction of Kedarnath temple. The real magic began at 756 AD when almost 6 generations of craftsmen worked day and night to bring the dream of King Krishnadevaraya I into reality. What do you say, Mother? How is it possible for 6 generations to follow the same legacy, perfection and constituency? I looked at her with my confused gaze. That is when she said, That was the real magic, my dear Shaurya. And to think that they could not comprehend a single mistake, because one wrong hammer can lead to the destruction of the other people's work. I looked at her curiously when she continued, "You must be proud of your ancestors, my dear Shaurya. While they had such great respect towards nature, and to fulfill the demand of the emperor, they chose the site of Sayandri Hills, filled with large amount of volcanic basalt rock and a beautiful forest." I was looking at her still curiously and confused. She said, "It seems you have a doubt, my dear Shaurya. You can ask me." I replied, "Mother, as you mentioned earlier, all these beautiful jewels such as the Shore Temple, Meenakshi Temple, Virupaksha Temple, Kailasa and so on. But then why do people raise a question that the Kailashnath Temple is not a man-made structure but an alien technology?" I asked her. She gave me a graceful smile and said, "I was waiting for you to question me this, my curious child, and I would be enlightened to answer your question." In 1982, UNESCO declared Kailashnath Temple as a World Heritage Site because your ancestors were such great scholars that they used their wisdom to create a very hard, rock cut-out ancient architecture technique. This whole site was not constructed from the bottom to the top, as are there in most of the constructions at that time, but from the top to the bottom. Means they started working at the Shikhara and then went to the bottom. I looked at her filled with curiosity as she continued. "And you will notice that all the intricate carvings, bridges, columns, pillars and multi-layered staircases were not add-ons, but were constructed at the same time while they were building the Kailashnath Temple. With not just that, this temple complex also consists of a perfectly working drainage system, underground tunnels and rainwater harvesting system, so that during the monsoon rain, when it rains, the floor is still accessible for the people. And as I mentioned earlier, your ancestors believe that the sound is a medium of life, and they perfectly amplified this in this temple complex too. This entire marvel was plastered with a thick layer of white paint and adorned with warm colors like red, orange, yellow and green. All the areas were filled with beautiful paintings depicting the life episode of Shiv Shakti and so on. Even with all the advanced technologies that we have of screenings, printings, construction, building, everything else, it is still impossible to recreate a marvel like this. That is why people say that Kailashnath Temple is not a man-made structure, but an alien technology. All the visuals were dancing in my eyes. That is when she added a few facts in the bucket and said, "Did you know, Shaurya, that Kailashnath Temple is one of the very few man-made structures that you can clearly see from the sky with your naked eyes?" I gasped as I intook the knowledge, and I didn't even realize how time flew by and we reached our destination, the Kailashnath Temple. She held my hand in front of it and said, "My dear Shaurya, this temple complex represents a chariot shape and teaches us the way of life, just the way Shri Krishna did to Arjuna in the war of Mahabharata. And as you unfold the temple layer by layer, it teaches you the narratives of life that will help you improve yourself." And with that, she disappeared. I took a deep breath and I started my divine journey from the Kailashnath Temple. So my dear explorers, if you want to join me in this exciting journey, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Banarshi, Young Explorers of the Golden Sparrow. Stay healthy, be proud, keep exploring, stay curious and stay tuned. Thank you.